Yo my dudes, welcome to the first video. I play under the handle Plainly Swamped. What you're going to find on this channel are different decks in historic and standard formats, different deck building techniques looking at synergies, archetypes, tribes and different builder rounds with a main focus on standard. A range of explanation videos on different terms and mechanics from Death Touch and Trample to things like Mutate and Kicker. Today we're going to look at a tribal deck that I had great fun in constructing for a group of friends that we played in a historic tournament. If you enjoy this video or learn anything, please like, subscribe, leave a comment with your thoughts or give it a share to someone who might enjoy it. Let's jump in. Hey guys, welcome to the deck. What we've got here, we've got a tribal deck built around defender and walls and then making my defenders and walls able to attack. So the term defender, like we've got on this one here, quite simply says a creature with defender cannot attack. So our whole point is to try and manipulate that and try and make it able to attack. Because defenders generally have really poor attacking stats, but really good toughness stats. So you can see this Wall of Runes has got a 0 to attack but a 4 to defend, and it's really cheap at only 1 blue mana. So what we've got our deck built around is Spell Pierce, which is an old counter spell, 1 mana counter target non-creature spell unless its control plays 2. So all we're looking to do is just counter anything that's not a creature and hope we can block other creatures. Wall of Runes, 3 copies of this. When Wall of Runes enters the battlefield, scry 1. So what scry 1 means is that we can look at the top card in our library and see if we want to keep it or put it on the bottom of our library. 3 of those, 1 mana, nice and easy. Flicker of Fate, this is to protect something more important, which I'll go over and come back to in a minute. Riptide Turtle, 2 mana, 0/5, so again really big defense. It's got defender so it can't attack, but it's got flash so we can play it on our opponent's turn. Wall of Lost Thoughts, 0/4, defender. When Wall of Lost Thoughts enters the battlefield, target player mills 4 cards. What mill means is that a player takes X amount of cards from the top of their library and puts that many into their graveyard. So in this case we're putting 4 from the top of our library into our graveyard. We can either target ourselves if we want to mill ourselves, or we can target the opponent. In this case we'll always target the opponent because we have no way to interact with our own graveyard. Wall of Mist, 0/5, defender, 2 mana, does what it says on the tin, nothing special. But then we've got the card that brings it all together. High Alert is 1 colourless mana, 1 white mana, 1 blue mana. What it says is it's an enchantment. Each creature you control assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. So when it defends or when it attacks, my Wall of Runes will be a 4/4 rather than a 0/4. Creatures you control can attack as though they didn't have defender. So we can pretend that our cards don't have the word defender written on them. Whole point of the deck. And as a bit of a bonus, if we've got spare mana towards the end of the game, for 2 mana and a white and a blue, we can untap target creature. So we can attack and then bring it back and untap it, so we're ready to defend with it as well. Flicker of Fate, 1 mana and a white. Exile target creature or enchantment, then return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. It's an instant, so what we can do, we can play this if someone tries to destroy our High Alert and we have a Flicker of Fate in hand, we can flicker our High Alert, which means they can't destroy it that turn anyway. This is one of my favourite cards in standard at the moment because it's a giant Leviathan crab. It's 2 mana blue, so a little bit harder to cast. Spells your opponent's cast that target Chariots of Raging Isle cost 2 more to cast, so it's harder to attack it. If we have High Alert out, this can attack us 17/17, which is bonkers. We can pay 3 mana. Chariots gets +X, -X until end of turn, where X is the number of islands you control. So we pay 3 mana, and we have 3 islands. It gets +3 and -3, so it becomes a 3/14 until the end of turn. We probably won't be using that, so let's not worry about that. Arcades the Strategist. It's one of the older legendary Elder Dragons from Core 19. It's got flying and it's got vigilance, so vigilance means it's an attack and it doesn't tap when it attacks. Whenever a creature with defender enters the battlefield under your control, draw a card. So whenever we play one of our defenders, we draw a card, bonus. And each creature you control with defender assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power, and can attack as though it didn't have defender. So it's basically another high alert. The reason I'm playing 4 of these, not 3 of these, is because it's a legendary creature. So you can only have one on the battlefield at any moment in time. So I've found that when I play 4, I get flooded and have too many. And also, it's 1 green, white, blue. It's a little bit harder to cast. But when we look at our mana base, we are running 28 lands. We're running 10 ways to get forest, 17 islands, and 9 plains. And with that, we've got 1 normal plain, 9 normal islands, because we have a lot of blue. We're running 2 forests. We're running 4 hallowed fountains, so from Ravnica. With this, you may pay 2 life and have it come in untapped, or you can play it tapped if you've got nothing to use it for. From Zendikar Horizon, we have Boulder Loft and Branch Loft Pathway, so we've got either a forest or a plains. Temple Garden, we've got either forest or a plains, which can pay 2 life to have it come in untapped. And same for Breeding Pool, a forest and an island can pay 2 life to have it come in untapped. With Kaldheim being released, we should obviously have the other pathways, so we should be able to drop some of these paid ones and bring in some of the pathways so we don't have to pay life to play this deck. Right, let's see. What can the walls do? Well, we certainly have walls, but no way of making them attack yet. Misplay. Should have played another paid life. Tapped. Let's get them milling then. Let's do something. One. More wall. My deck is not going to do anything if I don't draw a way of making my walls attack. Okay, gain some life. Play some ramp. Play a big crab. So I control 2 islands, 3 islands. It'll be a 3/14 if I activate the ability. Not that scary, really. Chandra's Pile. May as well stop some of the damage. This is what we needed to make it fun. Now we attack with 17/17. Kapow! That is far too much fun. Oh, Cavalcade. So lots of little creatures. Whenever a creature you control with power 1 or less attacks, Cavalcade. I'm guessing they couldn't deal with my enchantment. Oh, that was funny. Just imagine their face going. The walls are silly. Only 2 games for the walls. I will record some more games on different decks. If you liked it, hit subscribe, hit the like button, share with your friends. I'm still waiting for my game. Blue and play Q. Right, let's have a look. Damador. So we have the land, we have our garden, we have breeding pool, we have an island. And we have our wonder walls. No way to make an attack, but that's fine. Hello. I want a way to make my walls attack. Hello. And Johnny. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 1 life. That is not what we need. Wall. Never have too many walls, but need a way to attack through this life gain quick. If you control 3 or more creatures, you get +1/+1 until end of turn and you gain a life. Nice! I'm gonna have to do this. Mill them. What have we got? Okay, so it's life gain, get bigger. That's fine. We're going to flick a wall of runes and scry again because we're desperate to find a way to make stuff attack. Whenever it attacks, create 2 1/1 cat creature tokens with lifelink that attack and attack you. You gain a life. Past attackers. Flicker this to scry. Nope. No! So my deck apparently doesn't work if you don't find the key combo pieces. I'm not finding those. I've got 7 in the deck, so I've got... What have I been through? I've been through 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we've been through about 26% of the deck. I haven't found one. This makes angels. What a pain in the bum. We can't defend against flying. GG.
It is good to see you, my
Cat lifelink tribal.
See it yourself what I see in you.
This is brilliant. I love this. So with this, your link is, it creates 2 1/1 white cat creature tokens, but because of Divine Visitation, if 1 or more creature tokens will be created under your control, that many 4/4 white angel creature tokens with flying and vigilance are created. That's bonkers. I love it. No blocks. Go on. -18. Love it. Right, guys. Not gonna lie. Not massively competitive. But when I could hit in with a 17-17 or some cheap 4/4s or 5/5s, it's certainly fun. I certainly wouldn't go crafting these mythics for fun. But if you want to have a play with it, these are only uncommons, and the rest are common. That's rare, but if you're playing standard, you've probably got 2 of those already, so it's just a bit of fun. But if you want to have some fun, it's maybe smile and maybe cry when I lost as well. So if you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, leave a comment, and check out some more. Have a good day, guys.